Annie, a 38-year-old divorced migrant worker from Indonesia, became pregnant after dating a Taiwanese man, but later found out he was married. She initially wanted to have an abortion, but when she went to a clinic, the doctor told her the pregnancy was too far along.
I was worried how I would tell my broker and employer. I thought if they didn't want me anymore, they would definitely tell me to go home. So I didn't say anything. But after 6 months, I had no choice. My stomach had grown really big, so I told them.
Annie is one of the luckier ones. Her employer gave her 2 weeks off to have her baby, and after giving birth, she received help from a Taiwanese charity called Harmony Home, which provides shelter and childcare to pregnant migrants and their children. Harmony Home has sheltered many mothers and babies over the years and is currently taking care of about 120 children. Many of the women here pay only 100 Taiwan dollars a month for childcare, and sometimes nothing if they can't afford it. Some of the women are several months pregnant. Others have just given birth and are resting before they have to go back to work. But not everyone is lucky enough to keep their job after becoming pregnant. Andan gave birth to a baby girl in February. She got pregnant after going home to Indonesia to visit her husband and their first child. Even though she has 2 years left on her work contract, her broker dismissed her after finding out that she was pregnant. She later changed jobs, but the new employer didn't want to keep her when it became obvious that she was pregnant. So she ran away and is now staying at the shelter while looking for another job.
Because I believe in Islam and I'm a Muslim, I cannot have an abortion. It's not allowed. My first elderly employer said it's okay. You can have your baby and come back to work. But my broker said no. You cannot stay in Taiwan if you have the baby. I can't go back to Indonesia yet because I've only made a little money here. If I go back now, I won't have earned enough. This NGO is very good. They give us food and help us a lot.
Nicole Yang, the founder of Harmony Home, says even though the law allows migrants to have babies in Taiwan, the government does not adequately enforce its provisions. Many women are fired or risk being let go when they get pregnant, so they choose to have an abortion.
Most people, if they see migrants pregnant, they will stigma and the discrimination about that. They say, why you get pregnant? You are not stay with husband, then you come to Taiwan work, why you get pregnant? But I think most of the migrant women, they like me, they like you. We all need the men to love us. Then we need to have children we need the next generation to take over our everything, right? So they have dream, they have a hope. I think for meet one good man and have their own children is most important in their life. So they make decision to challenge, to do it.
Some women have worked as migrant workers since their youth. Ms. Yang says it's important for the host country to protect their right to start a family.
In past 12 years, we have 400 children, babies, but still have a lot of abortions. That's not necessary, I think. So I wish the information can let more migrants know about how many homes, then they can come to us for help. We will do our best to help them, make them comfortable in Taiwan, and get their human rights.
Officials at Taiwan's Ministry of Health and Welfare's Child Welfare Division caution migrants that what they think is good for them, keeping their babies with them, may not be good for their children. While they agree that labor laws should be better enforced to protect migrant rights, they say the priority should be ensuring the children are properly cared for, and Taiwan may not be the best place for that. Those who manage to have their baby and keep working do not have enough time off to see their child. Annie is bottle feeding her son and enjoying the precious little time she has with him before she has to go back to work the next day. Like many migrants, she only gets 1 day off per month.
I'm not worried about leaving him here, because I have seen in the past 2 weeks how they take care of the babies here. Even though I can't come to see him, I can call every day and see my little baby on my phone. I want to thank the people at Harmony Home for taking care of my child. Before I gave birth, I didn't want him, but now I think he's very cute. In Taiwan, many Indonesians have abortions when they fall pregnant with their husband or boyfriend, but I want to tell them don't do that, because it's a great pity. I can take care of my baby. When I return to Indonesia, I will take him back with me.
Most of the children are sent back to their mother's home country by the time they start primary school, because the mothers want them to be educated back home, and it is hard for them to go to school in Taiwan. CNA, Taipei.